It does seem to randomize every time. Yeah, do you see that? It randomizes it. Is that all of them? Did I do them all? Can't remember. Astronaut complex. 1, 2 engineers. 3 engineers. I need 1 more engineer. Melsby. I'll choose Melsby. RSL. I'm having a look through, seeing if there was anyone that I was like really attached to. I think Melsby was quite an important one. No, I never flew Melsby. Never mind. Oh, I think the reason why I've got Melsby in my head was because he was slated for Duna. Actually, this is a good point. I'm going to need 8 Kerbals to go to Duna, so we're going to have to create a new astronaut group before we go to Duna. And I can always come back to these. And Robbery, that's who I want. But he was a scientist. I might save Robbery. Jetman. I'm looking for engineers. I've only really got Gemloff. I never flew any engineers. I think this is why I'm like hesitant with the engineers, because I never really flew them. I flew scientists a lot. Land Pond landed on Minmus at some point. I've already got Ranard, right? Yeah, I've got Ranard. I've definitely got Eridas. Yeah, Eridas was one of the more important ones. Genford landed on Minmus. Just finding that last engineer. That's all I'm looking for right now. I think Lizgel. I think I'll go with Lizgel. Maybe not Lizgel actually. She didn't do anything. Jedmin. What did Jedmin do? Landed on the Mon. BAS 15. I'll pick Jedmin. I was a little bit reluctant to do Jedmin because he sounds like Jeb. But he landed on the Mon, so. Cool. So that's our first 12 Kerbinauts. So I guess now we need to make sure that the pilots have something to fly before they launch out to Duna or up to the station, right? And the scientists need somewhere to sit. We need to send them off somewhere, and the engineers need somewhere to something to do. So we might organize that in a second. We could put something out over here. Maybe like a little science outpost over here, and just like a couple of cars or something. And they can go and like sit in the astronaut complex over there or something. Or maybe we can have like a little thing next to the astronaut complex, and then we can just have them all living in there. Maybe, I don't know. But I definitely want the pilots to go and do at least a flight around. And then the question would be whether or not we log the flights in the mission logs. I guess we should. We've got the flight thing here, right? Oh, but now I'm a little bit scared I got rid of my science jet. I didn't mean to do that. I think I might find like a I might build a high speed low like a high speed plane or something, low part count plane with fairings and things like that. I think that's what I might do. Where's my clock heed? Oh, there we go. Science jet block 1. Really nice and simple little plane. I mean, we could fly around in that, I guess. But I think I would like something a bit better. Maybe we could design that at some point today. I've got so much to do today, I'm never going to get it all done. I just realized the enormity of starting a brand new save. Like, I don't think I'm going to get this done today. We'll see. We'll see. See how long we can go for. I might go on a break in a sec, actually. Right, let's get back into here. Okay, so now we've got all the Kerbals. So I'm pretty sure that other than craft file work now, we've kind of got... Oh, hi Kerbal. Can you load? We've got all the Kerbals that we're starting off with. These all do need to get their experience up. Do they get their first star when they get into orbit, right? Is that right? Do they get their first star? 1 star equals orbit. Is it half a star for just a flight? So that would mean that I need to send my pilots on an orbital flight before they go and do anything important, because then they get their 1 star, right? And I'm fully aware that Jeb, Bob, and Val all had 2 stars already in the last save. So this is the thing, because I can't edit Kerbals, and that's really annoying that I can't do that. Make a bus, it'll be like a school excursion. Trying to think what the biggest my biggest access to I suppose what I could do, I could launch a Pollux capsule and just do like flybys of the Mun or something like that. To do a couple of flybys of the Mun and Minmus, but I don't think that's going to get them onto 2 stars, is it? They would have to land on Minmus, I think. But I can get them to 1.5, and then they will be able to level up inside the station at Duna for level 2. Because, am I right in thinking that inside the science lab you can level up Kerbals? No longer are you limited with the conduct long-term experiments and ongoing research with the data you collect in field. Be sure to check back with the scientists transmitted this model. Yeah, am I right in thinking that this thing can actually level up? Yes, can be used to increase Kerbal levels without returning to the KSC. Cool. And one of these is definitely on the Duna station, so I can level them up at in the stations and stuff. That's for later on down the line, but I'm trying to think a couple of steps ahead. The thing is, Blasty, it's only 4 pilots that would need to be at least level 1. I don't think I would need them to be any higher than level 1. So I could do a launch out to Minmus or something and do like a flyby of Minmus, and we can get them to like 1.5 stars or something like that. Just with that launch. What does it take to get to level 2? Is it I know you should land on Minmus and then maybe fly by the Mun. I think that is enough to get you to 2 stars. I could be wrong. Because if I remember right, I had a few 2 stars on the old... Oh, where is it? On the old tracking thing. We had a few 2 stars, right? Jeb was only 1 star. He never went out to Minmus. He only ever landed on the Mun. He never actually went out to Minmus at all. Bill was dead. Bob and Valentina were both 2 stars. They were the most experienced Kerbals because they landed on both Mun and Minmus. Ranard, I think, Ranard was a 2-star pilot because he landed on the Mun and did a flyby of Minmus. So I think you do have to land on one of the bodies. You can't just fly by both to get to level 2. I think you've got to land on one of the moons. But I don't think you can just get to level 2 by just landing on Minmus and planting a flag. I don't think. I think you get close, but you don't get it. But like I said, Valentina and Bob, I was expecting that they would level up to level 3 during the Duna mission, because they would then also land on Duna. No, I'm okay with them starting off from scratch. I think this is going to add a little bit of interest. Like I said, I will probably send them on a flyby of Minmus or something like that, because I think that's going to do the most for them. And it gives them a mission to work for. So we can send out like a Pollux capsule and just send all 4 pilots at once. That can be like our first launch of Kerbals, can be out to there maybe. And then we'll also have a couple of Kerbals that will stay on the short-term station, the Curie station. As for the Curie station, I'm not sure where I'm going to put it. I might put it in a 6-degree inclination and leave it there. The last one was in a 50-degree inclination. 55-degree inclination, because I wanted to put it in the same inclination of the ISS. But I think I might leave it as a 6-degree inclination, because, like I said, I'm not going to use the other launch sites. That being said, if someone wants to build a small module for a station and put it out there, they could do that. I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay with that. Tourist station. I don't necessarily... Oh. I've never seen this one come up before. Weird. I've never seen that mission come up before. I don't know if anyone else has. I'm not going to do it, but... Oh, this is the problem I'm going to have with this save, is because I'm going to see these contracts and I'm going to be like, ooh, this would be interesting, let's accept it. Which is the exact problem that I always have with mission mode career save, is that these like random contracts come up and I'm like, oh, I want to try that. I've never tried that one before. I could do that. Fundraiser excursion to the grasslands, I see. I think before we get the next astronaut group, we should make sure that we have a facility of level 3 plus. What is it? It's 500,000. Okay, well, we'll see. River excursion to the grasslands. Yeah, I know, right? Like, it's just like out there. I could probably see one of those. Was probably one of these trees, right? I'm not doing it, though. I'm not doing it. That's not what this save's about. This save's not about that. This save is about singular big missions. It's not about driving out in the grasslands. I don't know. We could always change the direction of this save once I've done. I'm gonna be honest. I just want to do the Duna mission. That's what I want to do, and then from there on out, I'm not too fussed with what we do next. We're gonna be doing community polls and votes and stuff, I think. Okay, so launch 01. We'll have. Wait, hold on. Where did we get through on our list? Let's go back to the list real quick. So we've done the startup. I'm fine with that. Organization of craft files in the new save. Okay, so we need to go through like sub-assemblies and make sure we've got sub-assemblies right. I do have a bunch of sub-assemblies in the engineering save. Let's just have a look at this real quick, because I think what I might do, I might just... Some of the sub-assemblies aren't actual craft files, and I need to... Really, I think the best way to do it for the sub-assemblies is only have sub-assemblies in the mission mode save. Everything else is in just the VAB on the engineering save. Because otherwise, I'm going to be doing like multiple sub-assemblies, and sub-assemblies are a pain in this game. Because, as you can see here, this is my sub-assemblies, but they're all listed as all sub-assemblies. They didn't go into the correct groupings here. So that means that I have to take this out, every single one, I need to take them out and then redo it as a sub-assembly like in the right place. And it's a pain in the butt. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take like these sub-assemblies and we're literally going to create them as craft files instead. So this might take a minute. What is the actual length on this? The load game. And that's at 3 meters, right? That's 3 meters. It's about a 6 meter length fairing, right? They're about 6 meters. Could be a little bit longer if you're really... It's about 9 meters then, I reckon. I think that's the 3 meter one. Or is that the 3 meter one? That's the 1 meter one then, right? That's the 2... Is this... that... Oh, God. I never know which one's which. There's an easy way to... Hold on. Let's just save that. Let's do new. There's an easy way to find out. So this is the... That's the 200. That's the 2... Well, that's the M-beam. That's the pocket edition. Okay, so which one... This one is the 3 meter in length. And that one... 4.8. So that's 1.5 meters. My bad. Okay. So it was none of what I said it was. So if that's 3 meters... This is about a 4 meter fairing then. That's 1.5. I'll say 4 meters, even though it's slightly more. Cool. This is gonna take a while. I can feel it straight off the bat. This is a Mark II fairing. So this, I think, is wider. It has a bigger diameter, and it's obviously longer. So that's 3. It's about 6 meters then. So this is a 6 meter fairing. I say it's an Alpha 1 heavy, it's only a medium lift booster, but whatever, I don't care. Okay, let's save. Load this. This is why I hate doing this, because I always get the thing wrong. Bird Chaser 1.2 and 1.1. They are here. So I don't need to save them as as whatever. Right, I did say I wasn't going to have any sub-assemblies in this save, didn't I? So if we've got that one, let's delete that. This is always risky when I'm deleting things. We've got that one as well. Do that. ASEL Mark 1. Minmus config, revision 1. Looks like it's this. Let's make sure it's the same. This is an out-of-date version. So that can definitely go. It was an out-of-date version, so whatever. Let's get the 1.2 first. I obviously have had issues spelling that when I did the 1.2. Let's have a look at that. Not that this is really a... Yeah, they're identical. Not that that is actually a functioning bird, but hey, we'll get rid of it. And that's the revision 1.1. Not sure why I think the reason why I've kept the 1.1 is because I'm not 100% sure that the 1.2 works. I can't remember doing rigorous testing on the 1.2. But either way, we can get rid of the 1.1 there. Right, Boreas TS transfer stage. Boreas transfer stage revision 7. So this is the revision 7. Let's have a look at this one. I have a very big suspicion that this is an old version. Oh no, it looks the same. Can't see anything major that's changed. Okay, well, either way, we've got that. Let's go new. Don't save it. Boreas 13 meter fairing. WTS. I'm not going to need the WTS in there. Also, it's upside down. Where is the, it's this? It's that plate? Is the root part? That's so bonkers. Oh, I know why. It's because that's attached to the plate, but then I've clipped it back so that the fairing actually closes around the plate. That's why it's not actually the fairing, it's the plate. That's important to know that. So this is Boreas 13 meter PAF. I'm gonna get rid of the WTS in it, the with transfer stage. We can get rid of that. We don't need the transfer stage. Boreas 13 meter PAF. 30 meter fairing for Boreas can lift. Can lift 18 tons to low Kerbin orbit. Let's save that. So that will end up being a sub-assembly. I'm tempted to change that docking port there as well, because whenever I use this, I never use the junior. I always use the normal docking port. So maybe I can just do this real quick just to update this. And then I have a feeling I'm going to have to update this one too. So I want to keep that. I want to keep that. I want to keep that. Get rid of that. Put that in. Always dangerous when you start editing. Right, now it should be easy to swap that out for a junior if I wanted a junior. I'm actually going to do revision 1 on that. Should also fix the flags too, because the flags just are garbage. I'm tempted to get rid of flags and stuff on fairings, but we'll see. So yeah, that should be the 13-meter fairing. Let's save that. Hey Janice, how are you? So 13-meter fairing can go from there. Ugh. Why? Dandy as candy. Hope you're well too. Yeah, I'm alright. No, that's not gonna work, because it'll break the fairing. Do you know what? I think it's better if I just start from scratch. Why are these upside down? What idiot designed these? Boreas 5-meter fairing. Actually, it should be PAF, because it's also the payload attachment fitting as well. What did I just name it? Yeah, just PAF. So we'll save that. Then I want to merge this. Ah, it's upside down again. That's I don't understand why that's upside down every time. Gotta be real. I don't get it. So I should probably use the more updated probe core on these, but I kind of like the fact that it's old tech. It adds a charm to it. Can't remember whether it was that or the... I think that looks better, right? But I think I went with that. 1. Thank you. Vision 1. 5-meter fairing and PAF for Boreas. What have you been up to, Janice? Save. Alright, get rid of this. Caster Mark 1, Revision 4.